All right, welcome back. So I got some cool stuff to show you tonight. Got this in today, and it's some products that I'm kind of upgrading, changing to the kind of stock kit. And it's not a new product, I don't think. They've been around a minute, I believe. But AeroSouth is the company that makes these. I originally was looking at their fairings. They make a horizontal and vertical stab and elevator slash rudder tip caps, and they're a little bit different. So the horizontal elevator tip caps are actually carbon fiber. Those will be here in about 2 weeks. The rudder and vertical are a PETG 3D printed. And I wasn't too sure on that, but after getting it and seeing how strong this stuff is and the way they print it up and the reinforcements they put in, it's actually pretty cool. And it's closed out, so I don't have to do that. There'll be a little bit of finishing because it's, you know, anything 3D printed's got a texture to it. But it's, you know, everything's already in there, and you got these nice pieces put in place to kind of reinforce it. And they're less weight than the fiberglass ones because the fiberglass one doesn't have this in there. You actually have to do that later. So that's kind of nice. And I've got the rudder tip caps over here, which I'll show you guys in a minute. So actually, let me go ahead and show you that since I'm on it. So they have two options. They have one with the rudder delete or the light delete. So here's the stock one, fiberglass, kind of heavy. It's got the light on it. I'm not going to put a light on it. So I got the option with the light deleted. As you can see, no light, and there's the top piece. And it turned out that's some the complex curves of that makes that a pretty legit kind of 3D print. So here's the stock, and like I said, it's hollow versus this one, and everything is serial numbered and labeled, which is nice. So that's what I originally ordered, and I went ahead and got their other product too. So, which is this. Bam, big old eggs. Let me set this on the table here for you guys so I can free my hands. So again, this is way early. I'm not gonna need these for a while, but I'm one of those that when I go to a website and I'm ordering something from them, if they have other products, I just get everything once, because that way save on shipping and things like that. So this, and from what I understand, I think it's coming. They're going to do a nose wheel fairing too. So this is the main fairings, and they're carbon fiber. They do a really good layup job, and I got the doors installed and everything, which is on this piece. Got the, looks like a cam lock, the fancy, you know, turn lock, cam locks, I believe they're called. Already riveted in and all that stuff. And the brackets, I ordered the one for the Behringer, because I'm going to do the Behringer brakes. So they have, I believe, if you're going to do MAPCO, you tell them that, and they give you a little bit different hardware. So what comes with this? So this is just one. I've got two. So you get these nice thick aluminum brackets, which is what mounts to the wheel fairing, and then actually goes on to the around the wheel. And they give you spacers for the Behringer wheels, and this is some like carbon powder. I don't know what it's for. I don't know if it's to put with this, so it kind of, you know, works as a, I don't know, unless it's to mix up something. I don't know. I gotta figure out what the powder's for. They give you a bunch of rivets and nut plates and screws for a Behringer. It comes in like a Behringer kit. And then you get the actual fairing that goes, you know, on your pants, on your gear, that sits up against the, you know, wheel fairing, which is very complex curves. This isn't smooth. I'm guessing just the way, you know, so this is what I gotta learn because I'm not good at painting and stuff in carbon fiber. So I know this will probably get, I don't know if you use epoxy and put over this to smooth it or Bondo, but I'm guessing it's like probably epoxy with microbloom to help sand it and make it smooth. We'll see. But they also give you a very nice instruction set for everything. Wheel fairing installation instructions, spacers. It talks about the Behringer parts specific, and you get that part of this as well. And then since I've got the actual rudder end caps and stuff, it gives me some instructions for that too. And these are a little bit different shape than the stock. They're supposed to be more aerodynamic. I don't know if it gives you maybe a little bit extra speed. I don't know. I think that might be the case, but don't quote me on that. And then they give you this common trait, German DNA, family owned, focus in quality and value, zero debt, proudly made in the USA. They give you some gummy bears. But yeah, so if they do make a nose wheel fairing, I'm gonna get the nose wheel fairing because a lot of work is already done. I do have to install nut plates, but all the nut plate holes are all pre-drilled, and it looks like they're using the same oops rivets that I do. So when it comes to nut plates, I use the oops rivets to install nut plates. That way I don't have to dimple the nut plate. I just do a little kind of countersink because they have such small heads compared to the standard set rivet, or solid rivet, I guess you could say, which is cool. It's awesome they do that. So these will go together very easy. There is going to be some finishing. You know, there's pinholes. You know, just the way the layup is, probably the same way that the stock are. But everything's kind of cut, as you can see. You had to kind of cut everything. And I'm sure you'll have to, you know, you might have to do some final trimming, but I don't think so. I think these are pretty close to being almost done when it comes to cutting. So you got the, oh, I think I got the wrong one. Yeah, let me grab the other one. Hold on. Sorry about that. Getting a little long-winded here. So this is the, put these together. Man. So you guys can see that. The screen cut off on me. Let's see if I can see what I can see here. Yeah, okay. So the big egg. You got your access door with cam lock. All that stuff's already done. And all the holes are drilled. This is where you're gonna put all your screws. They're kind of countersunk. I'll probably have to get cleaned up some. And then your last piece, which is the fairing. Make some room here. Lay the egg down. Bam. There you go. Big egg. It's massive, man. You kind of don't realize how big these things actually are. And then of course, like I said, the fairing. I think this is the actual other one. No, could be this one, but kind of goes like that. Yeah, it'd be just like that. So cool stuff, man. Lightweight carbon fiber. I mean, this stuff's, I don't, like I said, I'm gonna, hopefully I can delete the original from the kit so I don't have to waste money on it. But these have got to be less weight because it seems a lot thinner than like the fairings for the rudder and elevators. So super happy about that. These are nice. I think it'll be a nice upgrade. And supposedly they're better aerodynamic shaped to give you some better flow. So better flow equals faster go, hopefully. You know, little things you can do, you know, 1 to 2 knots. People's like, well, it's just 1 to 2 knots, no biggie. Well, it's still 1 to 2 knots. You know, the faster you can go with this, and you know, with the same amount of fuel, the better, right? So, anyways, just want to show you guys this. A weekend's shot. I have to go to a family reunion with the wife this weekend, and she's wanting to leave tomorrow and stay the night at her dad's. So it's like I'm not gonna get anything done. I don't even really feel like starting at night. But I might do some dimpling on the elevator parts. So, anyways, AeroSouth, and I think they have a website under something else. It's kind of a weird setup. Let's see here. Oh no, I think they used to have another website when I first started looking at it, but now they have this one website. No, it's just AeroSouth.net. They do make, they got some pretty cool fairings for your tail dragger stuff too, which I thought was cool. Like if I had a tail dragger, I would definitely put their little tail wheel fairing on because it looks super cool. And of course you can do the main wheel fairings for RV-8s and stuff. I think they, you know, just about any, yeah, they do all RVs. So 3 to 12. So all of them. The only one they don't have listed is the 15. But I don't even know if the 15 has wheel fairings on it. So check them out. They're out of North Carolina, and Kent seems like a good dude. Knows what he's doing. Somebody mentioned that he may have worked with vans helping design their stuff, but I don't know that. I don't know if that's the same person or not. So excuse my ignorance on that, but it looks like it's good stuff. There will be some finishing of the parts, but that might be something that the painter does, especially if I use the guys in Gadsden, which is down the road for me. They're super expensive, and I'm gonna pay $50-something thousand for a paint job. I guess I'll get my money's worth. But if not, I'll have to figure out how you finish carbon fiber parts and composite parts. That's kind of my lacking area is that kind of stuff. So, but that's what's great about the internet and the community. Somebody can show you or tell you, or you can Google it. But you guys, I'm gonna call it and eat my gummy bears. And thanks, Kent. AeroSouth.net. Once I get them on the plane, I'll obviously show you guys all that stuff too, and probably as I'm putting all the hardware on and everything. And the wheels will come with the wheel and brakes will come with the fuselage kit now. So as soon as I get the fuselage done and get it on its legs, I can put these on. So, but anyways, you guys have a good one. Have a good weekend. Hopefully I can get out here and do something. Worst case, it'll be Sunday night, but you guys take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. If you've used these or got any experience and tips for hits, let me know. Cheers. And when I get the horizontal end caps, which are carbon fiber too, they're all finished and done, so it makes a lot less prep. I'll show you those as well. But you guys take it easy.